Oh, hi. How we doing? I just thought I would babble at you today. Do you like my new hash? I just was at the thrift store and I found it for $2.99. I thought it was so funny. And then the pants, check them out. It's your lucky day. Shamrock on. I'm getting ready for, what am I getting ready for? St. Patty's Day. That's the next holiday, right? Valentine's Day came and went. Crickets. Nothing. Did you have an eventful one? Did someone send you a truck of roses? Yeah. It's for the best. Keeping it simple. Stripping away the bullshit, the nonsense, and the noise. Shh. Being too loud. You gotta calm down. I'm cracking up. Yeah, so this is what we're dealing with now, okay? Do you like my little music pin? Because I'm a troublemaker. No, I have nothing to do with music, really. I'm just amusing. Sometimes. Okay, so what's in the news? Anything new? Little war with Russia and the Ukraine, little Kanye, Kanye. I don't actually use that word ever, but in my mind, if I spell it with a K, it's not the same thing, even though it's kind of the same thing, if you know what I mean. It just feels all so surreal and bizarre, like the world is imploding, and maybe that's a good thing. Those of us that came here to break down the old. Here, ready, zipper ASMR, ready? That's not how you do it. You gotta do it slower and sexier. Did that work for you? Get you excited. Okay, I don't even know where to start on my ramble rant today, except that I do love my new hat. For so many reasons. And, yeah, I guess I kind of keep hearing in my head that, hold on, just hang in there. It's bound to turn a corner or get better soon, but I've been saying that to myself since, like, I don't know, 1971. That's, yeah, so my birthday's coming up again in a few months, and I'm trying to think what kind of bucket listy thing do I want to do. I might need a little beach vacation with some friends. Or, I don't know, I like to plan ahead. I always like to have something to look forward to. I sphinx. Sphincter? I'm not even stoned, I swear. I'm just silly and giggly and giddy and high on life. But I am in Colorado, and it is kind of a 420 friendly place, and there is weed abounds. It's kind of like the Snoop compound over here. Or I imagine. The entire state of Colorado probably has enough weed to keep Snoop going for like a week. What do you think? And if it's a Super Bowl week, it could be dicey. All right. Did you guys watch that? I don't watch that. I don't care about sports at all. But I've heard some of the breakdowns and the decodes. It's been interesting. Apparently there was some Hail Satan signaling. That is what that is. When you see it, also when you see stuff with the eye, that's also signaling about rituals and where they're supposed to be. You know, then they have the gang signs. Who can keep up? And apparently there's color coding. And there's colors that go with the directions. And, yeah, it's all New World Order bullshit and signaling, and they look like baseball freaks sending signs to each other to steal third base or the planet. I can't with that. I like benevolent people. I like altruistic people, and the only time my mean girl comes on is when I'm dragging other mean people, really. And so, there you have it, or when you feel attacked and you feel defensive. I do pity these celebs, I do. I used to envy them, now I pity them. Pity is like a little bit of a mix of contempt and sympathy, pity, right? If you're going to mix energies and metaphors and stories and, whatever, makes your word salad. So I guess this week I'm thanking my lucky stars that I didn't ever become full-on famous, because holy balls, shit, fuck, I don't know, maybe YouTube will censor that. I actually got into it this morning with a woman who probably wasn't that much older than me. She might have been in her 60s. And we went to the same restaurant. We pulled up, and she was in her car, and I was in my car next to her. This is a low moment. This is when you have COVID compassion burnout and you've been trying to help so many people for so long that you have zero tolerance for bullshit, like zero, less than zero. So anyway, she says, I said, "Oh, are they open?" She said, no, they're not open and nobody's answering the phone. And she said it all exasperated and frustrated. So to try to be funny, lighthearted and silly, not thinking anything at all, I was like, "Fuckers." And she goes, "That's not a nice word." I go, "Oh my God, are you serious?" I'm thinking, it's 2022. We are still in America, right? I go, "I'm so sorry that I offended your virgin ears." I did. I actually fucking said that. And then I was like, "Oh, you're in a mood." Mood, capital M, capital O, capital O, capital D. Mood. Anyway, so she's lecturing me about my language. And I thought, oh, honey, we got bigger fucking fish to fry out there than me using an F-bomb. Really, we fucking do. Don't you think? I mean, so... It just peeled out and, just gave her. And then I felt guilty like 2 seconds later. And then I didn't. And then I'm laughing, going back and forth between, oh, I should have done that too. That was hilarious. And it's over and I'm canceled and she's canceled and that moment is canceled. That's what we should be doing with cancel culture is cancel your grudges. I'm trying. Cancel your fears. Cancel your insecurities. Cancel your bullshit. Cancel your need to thought police yourself and everybody fucking else. I know. Cancel your judgmental, preachy rants and raves in all caps. Cancel it. Cancel, clear, delete. That's something we say in the New Age community when you say something and then you realize the vibrations of what you just said. So you go cancel, clear, delete, which for Catholics or for people, for Catholics, it's like going to confession after you murdered someone. Not that I've ever done that. I haven't actually done that yet. I'm not going to murder anyone. Murder is a very bad thing karmically. It haunts you your whole life and into many next lives and then ruins your life and ruins everybody else's lives. So don't do murder, kids. It'll carry over from this life to the next and it won't be pretty. Yes, so no murdering, no raping. That's the other one. That's a big one. I think maybe I should write some new commandments. 10 is too many. People can't handle 10, obviously. That's like too much for them. So maybe we should do top 3. Golden rule, which is basically do unto others. Don't be a shithead. I'm not going to say do as thou wilt because that's a terrible one. Terrible. You can see the results of it everywhere right now all over the fucking planet. Do as thou wilt is not working. Do unto others. Yeah, we've forgotten that one too, but we could bring that one back, reinforce it, make it really good. Do unto others. And when I think of things like revenge and justice and karmic reckoning and balancing and everything, I think really you don't have to lift a fucking finger. Time and life will do it for you. You might get to have front row seats and you might not. But you just keep doing you. Try to be a decent human, whatever that looks like anymore. I think it means, try not to drag your soon-to-be ex-wife and your kids through the mud on the internet. That could be that's basic 101 for being a decent human. I don't know. And not that she's a decent human either, baby. They deserve each other. They're probably going to end up back together. Kanye, I'm going to give you that little prediction. I do think she'll cave. I think she's going to dump Pete, or Pete's going to dump her because of all the bullshit. And she'll come running back to you, and then it'll be, oh, the sweet reunion of Kanye. And, I'll be like, good luck to you, sister. No, that won't happen. That will never happen, buddy. It's not going to happen. Looking at my sweaty upper lip on that one. That's me, my crooked bottom teeth, and my sweaty upper lip telling you it ain't gonna fucking happen, brother. Get over it. Let it go. Move on. I don't know. I have to laugh at this because there are parts of me that want to cry and scream and tear my hair out. And I go, well, what do you care about these people? And then I remember, 2018, I had a whole round of sideways talking with these fuckers. Fuckers, not a nice word, but a descriptive one and accurate in this case. They are all mean girls and bullies and bullshit artists and liars and spin meisters and scumbags and probably worse. So there. Now, is that defamation or is it truth? Time will tell. Allegedly, in my opinion. In everybody's opinion. So yeah, there's always a lot more to the story than we see. Let's think of that as the tip of the Titanic Kanye iceberg, and then what goes on underneath and behind closed doors we will never know, though they apparently have cameras everywhere, which is, how can you live that way? It's horrifying. I can see having a home security system, and if you have all these fancy shiny possessions, I guess you want to keep them safe. To me, it's like, that's just more shackles, you guys. That's like a golden cage, and you're a golden castle, and you're a golden hell of bullshit, and I don't want it. okay? In case I wasn't clear. There would have to be a dramatic and drastic overhaul and make under in Hollywood for me to ever want to go there and be part of that fucking shit show. Although, I would put out pretty decent content, certainly better than what's out there now. And that's not arrogance, that's just fucking truth. Maybe it's a little arrogance. We need some more females out there bragging about how they're geniuses in all caps. Because I mostly just see the chicks showing their tits and their ass and shit. What is that, really? You got to victimize and sexualize yourself? Fine, go to it. Feminism, empowerment, up the wazoo. Twerk away. Twerk your whole life away. Be a twerking jerk. But no, that's not for me. And you know what? It's not for me to say, for anybody else. If that works for you and it makes you feel empowered, feminine, and sexy, then go for it. I like my hoodies and my cozies. And I said what I said. So why don't we make America human again? Make the earth, kind again, for real, not the kind that, Ellen talks about, because, she's really nice to celebrities and kisses their asses, and then she's terrible to her staff. That's not really kindness. That's kind of selective kindness. It's not the real deal. And for one, I'm over it. So let's go. Let's move on. We need a new crop now, new blood, fresh meat. We need some spiritual warriors and soldiers. Here's what I think and feel will happen, hopefully, going forward. That the holistic, mystic typies over here, and all my little friends who've been doing their, massage and counseling and cards and divination of all kinds are going to be moving now into being kind of educators for the metaphysical realms. Teach you how to beat your demons at chess, Kanye. Come to me, I got you. Forget it, actually. That's a huge headache and hassle I do not need. I already have some high-maintenance clients. You know who you are. You never pay me. I will be invoicing you for the last 5 years. So get your wallets and your checkbooks ready. This isn't gold digging. This is collecting, paying the piper. Okay? All right? The muse. All right? I'm just saying somebody's going to be doling out some coin here. What is she saying? Never mind. Russell Brand he's okay. He's pretty good. He's pretty on it. Rogan's pretty good, pretty on it. But I do sometimes feel there's some taint there. And, he's married to Katy Perry. She ain't so innocent. She's not that innocent. Are we on a roll here? We're on a roll. Is it a cinnamon roll? Or roll call? Courtney, present. We're all here. All here and accounted for. In all seriousness, though, if I can, if I will, if you will, mental health. So that's one of the playbooks that the like to mess with your mental and emotional well-being. It is fun for them. They love it. And I was not onto this because I was very naive and innocent myself and silly and wanted to believe that they actually wanted to be my friends. Because I'm like a kindergartner. I want to go up and hug everyone and be like, you want to be my friend? And not everybody wants to. And sometimes they are looking at you all suspiciously like, what do you want? I get that. New Englanders, we also, you have to win us over and you have to prove yourself. And we don't roll over easy, as I'm sure some people out there know. We're salt of the earth. And there's a great line in Good Will Hunting. It was like, yeah, these people will be skeptical of you. I don't know. I'm paraphrasing. They're not the warmest, fuzziest people when you first meet them kind of thing, talking about New Englanders or Bostonians. But any one of them would take a fucking bat to your head if you hurt their friends or their family. And that's true. There is a deep, undying loyalty to someone who is really born and bred in New England and has it in the blood and the bone. Loyalty is an elevated art form for us. Now, that said, I'm not loyal to anybody's bullshit but my own. And my first, priority, my only thing that I actually want to be loyal to is my own soul and the truth. Okay? Now, I know the truth is subjective, and I get that everybody has their own different truths and perspectives on what is truth. I get that. For me, it's not, I did not have sexual relations with that woman when your penis was in her mouth, in the Oval Office, in the highest chair in the land. I really do hope they cleaned that chair. I hope they fumigated it really well. Just thoughts. Just comes and goes. So, I do not believe any of these motherfuckers anymore. And I do tend to lean towards believing all the women who probably sat on the information because they didn't feel safe. Why'd she wait so long? She's a gold digger. She's a clout chaser. She's just trying to be relevant. She's a wannabe. That is absolutely just a confession. That's what that is. When you turn it around and you put it on the women that you either harmed or dismissed or underestimated or invalidated in some way, fuck you with that shit. Take it somewhere else and go fix that shit. Get aligned in your soul. Get right with your mind and your heart. Or shut the fuck up. Really. Like, that could be true for all of us. And especially Mr. West.